So today, hot off the assembly line, is the EVERGOODS PLC20 panel loader classic 20-liter bag in a ballistic nylon material. And I'll tell you right off the bat, right out of the box, it fits fantastic. Very comfortable bag, what you'd expect out of EVERGOODS. And this is one of their newest bags. So let's take a look. Let's put some stuff in it, see what fits, what doesn't, see how it fits in everyday carry mode. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, so here it is, the panel loader classic PLC20, just recently arrived. It's the 1680 ballistic nylon all over. Let's take a look at all the features that make this what could be a very good everyday carry bag in a very small, well, not very small, in a sort of small, in a smaller configuration compared to some other bags. But let's take a look. Let's compare it to a few others that are in the same, I would say, size class and utility in terms of everyday carry. So let's take a look at the panel loader classic PLC20 from EVERGOODS. Just got it. So I've been taking a look at a couple different bags in this smaller category that would be used for an everyday carry mode. This is not going to be a day hike sort of bag. It's definitely got a lot of unique features to make it specific for an everyday carry configuration, and it's got some things that no other bag really has, so it's going to be very cool to look at. First of all, this ballistic nylon is fantastic on the outside. I don't really have anything with ballistic nylon all over. I've got, that wasn't completely true, that we'll look at here in a second as we compare it just generally size wise. But 20 liters, and this got the unique feature of having this really large front pocket that makes it different than any other bag. It is padded on the bottom, ballistic nylon everywhere, and these very nice pulls throughout. And a mix of zippers from, looks like 10s and 8s from the YKK. Little patch panel in the front, and this front area is kind of weird. This little bottom section that's padded, and this dimension of this pocket is really kind of the weird area that some people have pointed out. And it is kind of a strange thing, especially when this thing's popped and completely packed out, but you know, that's just the only kind of weird thing as you look at the front of the bag, because everything is loaded out in this configuration. So, but this front pocket, a lot of dimension, a lot of room, but no real organization. That's kind of the negative. So it's really just for larger items you want to put in there, in terms of maybe a sling. That was one of the proposed methods, and I've got something in here we'll pull out and look at in a second. No loops in there, nothing to attach keys to, nothing in there, because you have, and again, one of my favorite features, and really if I'm going to consider a bag everyday carry, it's going to have this top pocket, and EVERGOODS has been including this, and so here this is no different. Big enough for sunglasses and some couple other things. It's got a little ring in here for you to attach your keys, so that's really cool. Not padded, it's the same interior material in that EVERGOODS gray, I would say. A lot of other bags are made of that same material, but it's good, and it would, you know, not scratch up reading glasses or sunglasses if you had them in there without anything to protect them. So that's it. Really nice handle, and it's very sturdy. Definitely, you know, you grab the handle, there's no doubt. And only one handle. Nothing on the sides, no secret access panels on the sides, so it's really just that one handle. The bottom is padded, and it's definitely a thicker material. Definitely going to protect whatever you put in there as you just lug this bag around, throw it in your back seat of your car, etc. The straps are very comfortable, and I put them on. They're padded. The inside it's got a different material than the ballistic nylon, so it's definitely smoother. Not going to tear up any of your clothes like maybe a 1000D Cordura would. And it includes a adjustable. You can take it out of here and move it to different sections. The standard EVERGOODS straps, sternum strap, which is, I do like, and the fact that it's so easy to install, most people will like that. And right out of the box, it was really comfortable for me right on the back, and I would say that, and also these are adjustable, no keepers, a little bat wing there in the bottom, and very nice bag, very comfortable, curved straps to make them really comfortable for anybody. And there you go, very nice, just simple straps, but I like it, ballistic nylon. There is a little tiny gap in between the padding and the actual bag. It's definitely well sewn in there, and it's just a little annoying kind of a gap. Kind of bugs me when I first grabbed it, but you know, that's just very minor. The rest is just really well made, as you'd expect for a smaller bag. Definitely got a great profile. So two things I realized while I'm editing this video that I really didn't highlight too much. First of all, it stands. So I love the fact that the way the bag is designed, when it's, of course, it's a little, it doesn't, not fully loaded, but it does stand when you have the bag fully loaded. The second thing is I really neglected to highlight sort of the beauty of this bag, and that is the way this zipper is designed and how it's more angled. It, you know, starts more in the back and ends up in the front because it just segments this front pocket very nicely when it's fully packed out, and it allows an easier access to that laptop compartment just because of the angle of this zipper. So those are two little features that are really baked into the design. Really good job by EVERGOODS in carefully crafting this bag and not just slapping things together, which we wouldn't expect them to do anyway, but it just makes this bag very, very useful and very, very cool because of all these little design details that they added. So all right, back to the video. That's the outside. Let's take a look at what's inside. Front pocket, got a lot of dimension to it, and so you could put bigger things. You could put jackets, probably lighter weight hoodies on side. And mine, this one happens to be loaded with a GoodWorks boogie bag Mark II in black, and it'll just work perfectly out of this. So I guess the idea is you get somewhere, you throw this in your car, you need to get out and about, you put things in a sling and you move around. All right, cool. And that's big enough for it. And again, there's no other additional pockets or organization here. There's no loop fabric, so there's nothing for you to really add to it. So really it's just kind of a big dump pocket. And it's pretty big. A couple liters just there in the front of the bag for you to put in whatever you wanted. So I do like that ability because there's times where you just have bigger, bulky items. You want to throw it in there, and that's fantastic. Now on the inside, and what would really fit inside this bag, just about anything, but in my category, and it's not a full clamshell as others have pointed out, it's really to the bottom of this basically moon-shaped panel on the front. That's where the zippers end, but it folds back very nicely. And what you're looking at here is some of this interior pocket, and it's got two pockets on the top. The first one is non-mesh, and that's great. And then this lower pocket, which is the first time I've seen this in a pocket. It's a lot like their Cap 1, I guess. Mine's being shipped to me currently, but it's just segmented so you can put things and they don't just jumble all up. So you could just put different things, different sizes, different charging cords. That's just definitely a nice feature that I like. And of course the tag on the front, built in 22 EVERGOODS, tells you the materials. And it's a panel loader classic, size regular. Guess they might make different sizes, who knows. Now size wise, you do lose a little bit of space with that top pocket, especially if it's loaded out completely. I've got a shadow pocket in the front, just put in there with a couple loose items, so that would maybe, you might or maybe not have that in there. Other than that, I've got the Cap 2, this is the egg, so that's just kind of my go-to. I kind of put everything in there, and it would take, you could hold two of them side by side, and they would fit perfectly. I've also got the Step 22 tech pouch, which also fits very nicely, and you know, this thing's a little bit deeper than the Cap 2, but it definitely fits in this bag this way, and so that's a great idea, because this is what I normally carry all my power charging options, is in this Step 22 bag. So on the back is really where the genius of this bag comes out. In this front sort of elastic pocket would be perfect for an iPad. And then there's a place for your iPad pencil or a regular old pencil if you use those kind of things. And actually this outer little section on the outside would be also perfect, sewn in for probably my Apple Pencil in here, and then a regular, maybe even a knife. So that would be a perfect size for this James. I mean, that's a little too tight. It probably would maybe damage it over time putting it in that way. So probably not going to use that. But anyway, you could put different things. This laptop sleeve is elevated and sewn separate from the back, and it is floating, so it doesn't reach the bottom, so it's going to protect whatever you put in there. And then there's a little bit of space around it, so it's definitely separated from your back, so it's not going to absorb any impact, and it is padded at the very bottom. So that's really awesome. Let's talk tablets and MacBook Pros and iPads. So first of all, love this little flap here. It just allows you to basically slide in your MacBook Pro or laptop. And again, this is a 13-inch MacBook Pro. Fits in perfectly. Lot of room to grow. I think you could fit the bigger size iPads and MacBook Pros in there, no problem. In fact, really, if you compare size, this is the MacBook Pro and the iPad Pro. They're both the same size, so definitely going to fit either way. No problems asked. No problem whatsoever. And much bigger laptop, and it is stretchy on the side, so you could jam in a larger iPad if you had one. I just don't happen to have one. Now in this other front pocket, this is the standard size iPad, and it will definitely fit without a case. So it's going to fit in there a little tighter, but it'll definitely fit. It'll be a little tougher to get in and out, but it will definitely secure the regular sized iPad without any sort of case. If you had a case, it's going to be a little tougher. Probably get it in there and stretch it out a little bit. And of course, that just means your smaller devices, this is the iPad mini, no problem. And they're excellent use of this for everyday travel and really getting everyday carry and being able to use this as a mobile workstation because of all the abilities to carry stuff. So there's a way to exchange and get to your frame sheet, so that's cool. If this one wasn't rigid enough, it's you know, average thickness, I would say, average thickness. But you could definitely beef that up if you wanted to. I'm sure someone eventually will make a custom size frame sheet for this one. That's the outside. Let's compare this just generally size-wise to a couple other comparable bags. Very smooth zippers throughout, and one feature I really haven't talked to are these little pull tabs that are really at the end of that wherever you're going to zip this thing, because it just gives you a place to grab and pull, so you can definitely secure that zipper. Another thing is these zippers are not AquaGuard, so there you go, just a little difference there. Not a big deal, not a big deal for me, not a deal breaker if you ask me. So that is the 20 liter. Some other comparable bags. So this is a bag I haven't yet reviewed. This is the Brown Buffalo Conceal 19 liter. So thanks to a member of the Carryology Classified for hooking me up with this. It's got nothing in it, but again, it compares size-wise, about the same size, and that makes sense based off of the volume requirement. This is 1 liter less than the 20 liter. Ton of different features. There's an outside water bottle pocket on this one. It's a Black Ops edition, and it does have a back pocket. So side by side, maybe eventually when I deck this one out and do this review, I'll compare it to this. But I haven't really dove into this yet, so I'm not going to do that here. Another comparable bag you might compare this to would be the Phoenix. Much bigger bag, much taller, definitely going to carry more. The design is all different, and so not a direct comparison, if you would, for these two bags. But this one's obviously smaller, meant for more agile, everyday carry, if you ask me, for this bag. So there you go, a real quick look at the PLC20 Panel Loader Classic Ballistic Nylon. It probably lasts forever, very easy to clean, and it's just a robust material. Definitely like this ballistic material. Everything that it offers, and the bottom is definitely padded. It's going to be probably a bag that we compare others to in a lot of different categories. It's a little bit bigger than the 15 liter bullet from GoRuck, so not a direct comparison, plus it has a ton of additional features that the bullets just don't have. So there you are, that's it. That's the Panel Loader Classic 20 from EVERGOODS. That wraps up that quick look at the EVERGOODS Panel Loader Classic PLC20. What a fantastic bag. It's a nice size, 20 liters, not too big. Perfect for everyday carry mode. Got a lot of unique features that really make it awesome. A very unique way to store your laptop and have access to everything else and bring other things along with you. So I'm a big fan of that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps other people see these videos, and subscribe to the channel so you can see what's going to happen next. Sign up for alerts. I've got a couple videos you might not want to miss. The GoRuck kit bag and some things from Triple Design. First out of the chute is Axiom. So all that stuff's coming up soon, so you can look forward to that. In the meantime, we're going to enjoy this nice, cool, and right now bug-free evening in Georgia. See ya.